I did decide to get a new 3D printer. So the 3D printer I decided to go with is the Bambu Lab P1S combo. This is just the standard combo unit, so it comes with the original AMS unit. For me, I just didn't think I could justify the extra cost, and I wanted something that was reasonably priced, and I think just starting off with the P1S combo was a better deal for me overall. In this video, I'm gonna do just kind of a simple unboxing. Without further ado, let's get unboxing. Okay, so it is now a lot later than when I first got the P1S delivered. It is now almost, let's see, 9:30. And I got somebody here to help me out. So I got my Bambu Lab A1 Mini at the beginning of the year. And since then, I have absolutely loved 3D printing and actually designing some of my own products. So I was eventually ready to upgrade to a larger printer, and that's when I decided to go with the P1S combo. So I know online a lot of other people have had issues with their P1S with some of the glass shattering. This box looks in fantastic shape, so I'm really hoping that there is no broken glass in here, but fingers crossed. I'm pretty hopeful that we'll be in good shape. Probably just gonna set this on the ground now and then lift it out. Guys, I did not realize that this printer came with a bunch of accessories. So let's just take a look at those before we actually take a look at this printer. So I'm gonna take this down for a second. So the first thing is actually, it comes with some support for PLA. I haven't really seen the greatest things about this, mainly because it's pretty expensive for what you're getting. So I think that's kind of where a lot of the criticism is. But I'm actually really excited to see, how well this actually works. And then in addition, we also got some basic PLA. This is in a orange color. And then I also got another PLA basic, and this one is in green. So really cool, 250 grams again. It is go time. It is time to grab the P1S. This thing is massive. I know they recommend keeping the box for these in case you do have to send it back, so I'm definitely gonna hold on to that. I feel like this is a Christmas gift. I don't even know where to start. Okay, we're up here. We got a box. It looks like these are the spare parts. Okay, so I think everything is set up on the printer itself. I can now go ahead and add the AMS unit. So the printer is fully set up. I got everything unboxed. I just need to go through the kind of setup tutorial and do my first print. I think we all know what we need to go with. I'm gonna print a benchy. I'm gonna do one, I think, in the bright orange that they gave me with the unit. And we're just gonna do that to make sure everything is set up correctly, and then we can start printing some actual designs that I've been working on.
Don't argue, just let me be the garden angel to fulfill your needs.
So it has now been around 2 months since I got my P1S, and I'm really excited to share my thoughts about the printer and why I think this is still a great buy even in 2025. I got an A1 Mini at the beginning of the year, and I've absolutely loved using it and being able to create things that I didn't really think were possible before getting into 3D printing. Now, the biggest drawback, and I think it's pretty obvious with the A1 Mini, is its build volume. As much as I love my A1 Mini, it's just not the workhorse that I need it to be for these prints. I am gonna still use it, I still love the printer, but I'm able to produce a lot more with the P1S just because it is a faster printer, because you're not having to move the bed back and forth. And with the bigger build volume, I'm able to print multiple parts at a time, which is something I really wasn't able to do on my A1 Mini. The number one feature I was looking for was the multi-material support. With the A1 Mini and the AMS Lite, I just felt like that package would take up so much more room, and I would actually have still the same small build volume. Now, when you are considering an A1 series or one of the other printers to the P1S, I don't think this is touched on as much as it should. The P1S is an incredibly loud printer. When I first printed with this, I kind of had an oh shit moment, like, is this printer gonna be able to stick around? I had set it up on a desk behind me and did the initial print of the benchy, and even my wife came out here and was like, what are you doing? It sounds like something's about to take off. And I will say, after moving it into kind of the rear storage area at the back of my office that's separated by a door if it needs to be, and placing it on a much sturdier workbench, it made a huge difference in the sound. So if you are gonna go with the P1S, make sure that you have a sturdy place to put it. If you made it all the way to the end of the video, I just want to thank you for watching and have a blessed rest of your day. Thank you.